taco shows. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The highlights and, unfortunately, the lowlights that stood out this past week in the vast sea we call humanity.
It's 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. Forget final day for Rock the Bank, our cash giveaways. 13 more chances for you to win a grand. 9:05 will be your first of those 13.
Come on. Do it.
All right.
We give you keywords, you enter them at our website, and if your phone rings the following hour, answer it.
Ready for me to sift through this bad stack first, and then I have a couple of more upbeat, feel-good stories before you really bring it home with the Good News Network there that you'll literally rip the headlines from.
You see me, I know, I got to open it. You see me shaking my head because I know there was a lot of, unfortunately, like every week, there's a lot of bad news for the bad news side of it.
Well, things started off bad earlier in the week. Last weekend, the homecoming weekend shooting at Tuskegee University, where 12 people were shot. One ended up dying, and no arrests have been made.
Yeah.
That in Alabama. Then we went right into the situation where two people sleeping in a tent off of John Young Parkway were seriously hurt after the tent was intentionally set on fire by somebody.
We were talking about that the morning that it happened.
Right after it happened.
Lady ran out saying, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire. And
so was another individual in the tent.
Yeah.
I've been looking, haven't seen anything indicating there's been an arrest of a suspect in that yet either.
It's like a homeless encampment, though, right?
Well,
no. What happened was wrong. I'm saying I don't think they're going to find anybody. You know, I don't think anybody's coming forward.
Happened at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's why. That stinks, man.
Police in Seattle have arrested a suspect who went on a daylight stabbing spree, seriously injuring 5 people. And this individual, Roland Lee, he's a 37-year-old, charged with first-degree assaults and also is thought to be responsible for several other just random stabbings dating back quite a while. These people that are just out there roaming around amongst us.
Right there. Let's just crack into it, Bob World Order, and take care of the guy right now where, hey, put him straight in jail or on the island with all the sickos. You know, the child molesters and that. Throw him on the island, too. You're walking around stabbing people?
4 people arrested after armed robbery at a graveside memorial service in Lakeland, including a 17-year-old boy. How nice.
Hey. How many more of these bad stories we have?
Just one more. Okay. The DeBerry pit bull story.
Oh, this is a doozy. You may have seen him on the news yesterday, the poor owner who lost his dog.
His family's little Yorkshire Terrier that the family loved was killed by a pit bull that was on the loose as the owner was walking the little guy. Here comes this pit bull, and I think there is another dog that had gotten loose, a boxer or something, with the pit bull. They attack the much smaller animal. The owner does everything he can to fight the pit bull off. They said he tussled with this thing for like 15 minutes.
Even neighbors were like, this was the sweetest little dog. And you see it. The dog is about the size of
a football.
Yeah, it's the size of like Shaq's shoe, if that.
The dog obviously was killed. The man now is left with needing several surgeries to repair the damage done by the pit bull to him. He's lucky he's still alive.
I was going to point that out. I know somebody, and so do you. LT, when her dog was getting attacked by a raccoon, she got in the middle, and she even says, I regret doing that. If your dog is in a fight with another dog, find the nearest hose and spray him off. I'm telling you, if you spray them, usually it'll make them separate. I knew it's hard to think of that when it's happening, but if you know it ahead of time.
There's even a hose nearby.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a pit. But
the pit bull, by the way, now is on a mandatory 10-day quarantine, according to Animal Control.
I'm the pit bull advocate on the show, and I think that
I don't think you need a
quarantine needs to go to Sorry.
I thought it was all how you raise them. So.
Put her down. And again, I am the advocate. All right, what do you have?
Mentioned this earlier in the week. Good job, operators of the new Disney Treasure cruise ship. While on their way to Port Canaveral for their first voyage, picked up a stranded family of 4 out in the middle of the ocean.
That was cool.
Getting them to say, I guess that makes them their first passengers on the boat, actually.
Technically.
Right.
The footage on that was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah. Guy from Arkansas named Dylan McKay rescued an abandoned golden doodle on the side of the road that was stranded and close to death. The dog was in such bad shape it needed a surgery that cost over $10,000. He and his fiancée, Emily, cut into their wedding fund to make it happen.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Pow!
So I guess they now have a new member of their household.
He gets a pal, but I'm sure there's going to be a GoFundMe, I would hope, to help out with that. You know what I'm getting at?
A mom in Texas named Elise Ogletree, we've talked about her before, has reclaimed her world record for largest donation of breast milk by an individual.
Yeah, I had old Denise in the milk. I just saw it, but yeah.
Do you want? I'll leave it to you to finish it up there if you'd like.
Hey, Denise, well done.
Oh, you don't want to give the stats or any? You don't have any of those, right?
Well done. I just have a headline about Denise. Well done with the booby milk. Pow!
Given credit for 700 gallons, although she claims the actual amount is probably closer to 1,000.
How can you do that, though?
You got to have really big boobs, I think.
No, I think you just have to stay giving birth all the time.
Stay milky.
I mean, do you like? If I was a cat, could you? I'm kidding. Could you milk me, Faulkner or Falker? Anyway, sorry, I had to. I don't know
I'm
how.
not even going to attempt to say that. It's 7:48 in the morning. I do not need the FCC preparing a $250,000
we are talking about boob milk.
greeting card.
I don't know how, honestly, any doctors that are listening, because I know we have a couple, believe it or not.
1,000 gallons of breast milk.
No. How you can continue to produce unless you have like 50 kids. I thought you had to have a kid in stock. Oh my God. I just can't even talk without messing something up. But I tell you what, at the Good News Network, we're going to visit right now. Some author, I don't care, author lady.
Where else can you get this quality fare in Orlando, Florida? Go ahead, up and down the dial, give it a whirl.
This is like a chef-inspired meal. Let's go. Farmers use bees. Guess what these farmers use bees for? Looks like a farmer over in, I think, Zimbabwe or something. They use bees to deter elephants from romping over crops. They say it's a win-win for all. I don't know how that would be a win for the elephants, but I guess because their skin is so thick that a bee can't penetrate it, but it's a swarm scares them. Maybe because their ears, maybe they have sensitive ears. I mean, they're afraid of mice. Elephants are kind of pussies. Thousands of circular homes are surviving hurricanes across the U.S. thanks to a North Carolina company. So we have hope here in Florida that we're going to maybe have some homes that'll withstand the hurricanes, and maybe insurance companies will come back. Pow! Oh my gosh. No, that's dumb. It's about a bird. All these British people are like hanging out in somebody's backyard because this bird came back after a hurricane.
That's an unpow, huh?
It's a whop. No, not like that. Like not pow. Okay. Remarkably, Pat, a sea slug found among Monterey Bay's lightless depths is nicknamed Mystery Mollusk. People, we have a mystery mollusk amongst us. And now, pow, we're going to go to Notre Dame. Did you hear this one? You know, you're Irish. No, you don't know. Notre Dame bells. Not only did Notre Dame football team, beat somebody recently, I forget who, but Notre Dame bells ring out for the first time in 4 years.
You're not talking about the football team. It's Notre Dame.
Oh, whatever. Notre Dame. Anyway, the bells rang for the first time in 4 years. You missed the big part of that. Pow, pow. That's for two of the
dong.
Notre Dame
Go
towers. Oh my gosh, we got to close on this one. I have so much different stuff with bird watchers again, and then warriors and all that. but we have a baby emu.
Did learn that elephants are pussies. What are we going to learn about emus?
Baby emu orphan. Hey, think of how cute that is. It's the thing that looks like an ostrich, lives out near Osteen and several other places. Baby
insurance commercials.
Yeah. Baby emu orphan is adopted by a chicken. Said an unexpected...
A lot of paperwork involved with that.
They said an unexpected mother hen turned teacher. She's got to teach the emu to be like, this is going to be the first balking emu. That hurt my throat. Good luck, my little emu. And Mama Hen.
Thank you, Taco Bob.
Lynch and Taco.